Beloved chosen one, take a deep breath and feel the stillness around you. Every moment of silence you're experiencing is not by accident, not a mere pause in the rhythm of life. It is intentional. Heaven has pressed pause on the world around you for this very reason, to draw your attention to something greater. This is not just a random moment in time. This is a sacred divine pause, a moment where you are called to reflect, to listen, and to recognize that something powerful is unfolding. The noise and distractions of life have been silenced for you to hear the whisper of heaven guiding you toward your destiny. You are not here by chance. You are standing at the threshold of something extraordinary, something that has been written into the story of your life since before your first breath. This moment is sacred, and it is not one to be overlooked. It is crucial to understand that this moment is no accident. It is not the result of random events or mere happenstance. You have been called chosen, set apart for such a time as this. God's hand has been upon your life from the very beginning, and this divine moment is a summons from eternity itself. You were not born to blend in, to merely exist in the background of a world that is growing dimmer by the day. You were born to carry a light that will shine through the darkness, to be a beacon of hope, truth, and love in a time when so many are searching for something to hold on to. God has called you to rise above the noise, to stand firm in your purpose, and to step into a destiny that only you were created to fulfill. The world may try to distract you, to pull you away from your path, but know this: you are walking the path that was designed for you long before you ever knew it. This moment is a turning point, a divine appointment where God's purpose for your life is about to unfold before you. As you stand in this sacred space, remember that you were chosen for this. You were created with the purpose that no one else can fulfill, and that purpose is greater than anything you could have imagined for yourself. You are not here to simply take up space or go through the motions of life. You were born to carry fire, to bring light into dark places, to bring hope where there is despair, to speak truth where there are lies. And now God is calling you to rise up and step into that calling with everything you have. The time has come for you to embrace your divine purpose fully, to walk boldly in the light that you were created to carry. But before you can fully step into your divine destiny, you must face a test that cannot be avoided. This test is not a punishment, nor is it something to be feared. It is a challenge, yes, but it is one that has been written into your story since the beginning of time. It was always meant to be part of your journey, and now the moment has arrived for you to face it. This test will not be easy. It will not be comfortable, but it is necessary. It is a test that will prove the depth of your faith, the strength of your character, and your unwavering commitment to God's plan for your life. The test you face is not about pain, it is about proof. It is about proving to yourself and to the world that your faith is real, that your heart still beats for heaven, and that your obedience outweighs any fear or doubt that might try to rise within you. This is the final proving ground where everything you have endured up until this point comes together and reveals the strength that has been forged in the fire of your trials. This is not a test of your abilities, but of your willingness to trust, to surrender, and to obey. Even when the road ahead seems uncertain, this test cannot be avoided because it is part of your divine design. Before you were born, this moment was written into the pages of your story. It is not something you can escape or run from. You have already endured so much storms, struggles, betrayals, delays, unanswered prayers. All of these were not meant to break you, but to prepare you for what is to come. You are standing on the edge of your breakthrough, and this test is the final step. It will require everything within you, but know this: you are ready. You have been preparing for this moment your entire life, and now the time has come for you to step into the fullness of who you were always meant to be. As you face this test, remember that God is not testing you to see if you will fail. He is testing you to reveal the depth of your strength, your faith, and your commitment to the path He has set before you. The test is not about your performance, it is about your posture. It is about how you stand in the face of uncertainty, how you trust when you can't see the outcome, how you obey even when the way forward is unclear. This is the final test that will reveal what has always been inside you, the resilience, the faith, and the purpose that have been growing quietly within you, waiting for this moment to shine. The trials you have faced were never meant to break you, but to shape you, chosen one. Every storm, every setback, every moment of uncertainty has been a part of your divine preparation. If you are standing here today, it is because you have already overcome more than most can imagine. The struggles that have defined your journey were not punishments. They were the forge in which your spirit was refined, your faith was tested, and your purpose was clarified. Every trial, no matter how painful or unfair it seemed in the moment, has served a purpose greater than you could have seen at the time. You've endured storms that others would have drowned and faced betrayals that cut deeper than words and navigated delays that seemed to stretch on endlessly, causing your heart to wonder if the promises made to you would ever be fulfilled. You've cried out in the silence, pleading with heaven for answers, for reassurance, and yet there were times when your prayers seemed to go unanswered. You've questioned your path, your worth, and your faith, but even in those moments of doubt, you never gave up. You didn't give in. Your perseverance in the face of these trials has been the training ground for the person you are becoming. Heaven didn't allow these struggles to crush you. No, they were carefully orchestrated to prepare you for what's to come. What may have appeared to be delays in your life were actually divine redirections. The moments of silence you experienced weren't abandonment. They were a call to trust, to remain steady, to believe when the road ahead was clouded with uncertainty. Each moment where you felt lost, each painful chapter you wished you could erase, has led you right here, standing at the threshold of the next great part of your journey. The storms you weathered were never meant to punish you. The trials were meant to teach you. The betrayals you faced were designed to strip away what couldn't go with you to the next level. The delays were not God's denial, but His way of preparing you for what He has in store. You might not have seen it in the moment, but these struggles have shaped you into someone who is now ready to face the final test. Heaven has never left you, chosen one. Through every heartbreak, every disappointment, every tear that fell unnoticed, heaven has been watching, trusting, and preparing you for this moment. These trials have not been pointless. They have been essential. In the midst of all your struggles, there has been one unshakable truth. Heaven has trusted you. When it seemed like the world was crumbling around you and the weight of your burdens felt unbearable, heaven was watching. But more than just observing, God was trusting you to remain faithful. He trusted you to stand when every voice around you told you to bow. He trusted you to endure when the pain seemed too much to bear. He trusted you when the silence was deafening and your faith felt fragile. This trust is not something to be taken lightly, chosen one. God doesn't trust just anyone with the weight of such challenges. He trusted you because He knew what you were capable of becoming. Every trial you faced was a test of your character, your resilience, and your faith, and you proved yourself. You showed that you could endure. You didn't bend to the pressure even when it seemed easier to give up. The times you wanted to run, to retreat, to hide from the pain, you stayed. You held fast. That endurance, that unwavering determination is what has brought you to this pivotal moment. It's not about what you've accomplished on the surface, but what has been built within you. The endurance you've developed through each trial is the very strength that will carry you through the final test. God's trust in you is a reflection of your heart, chosen one. It's a reflection of your commitment to Him, even in the face of uncertainty. The pain you've endured has not been for nothing. It has forged in you a strength that can't be replicated in comfort. The trials weren't just obstacles. They were divine tools used to prepare you. God trusted you to withstand the fire because he knew that, like gold refined in the furnace, you would emerge even more precious, even stronger, even purer. Your struggles have made you who you are, and it's because of those struggles that you are now ready for the task ahead. It may have been hard to see at times, but every struggle you've faced has been part of a divine design to prepare you for this moment. Nothing in your journey has been random. Every difficulty, every obstacle, and every moment of waiting has had a purpose. Heaven has been working behind the scenes, orchestrating events, shifting circumstances, and refining your spirit so that you could stand here today ready for the final test. The purpose of your struggles was never to bring you pain for the sake of pain, but to teach you lessons that only these experiences could have imparted. In the darkness, you learn to trust. In the silence, you learn to listen. In the storm, you learn to endure. All of this was part of the process that has brought you to the edge of your breakthrough. Every challenge you faced was a stepping stone that led you closer to the person you are meant to become, the person who will carry the weight of divine purpose with grace and strength. The process has been preparing you not just for your own growth, but for what's to come. The trials you endured were not just for your personal transformation, they were for the transformation of those around you. Every lesson learned, every test passed has been a preparation for the people who will come after you, those who will need your story, your testimony, your wisdom. Your journey has been about more than just you. It has been about those who will follow in your footsteps. Now, as you stand on the precipice of the final test, you can look back and see how every struggle, every moment of doubt, every instance of pain has led you here. You are not the same person who entered those trials. You are stronger, wiser, and more capable than ever before. And it is because of the process that you are now able to face this test with confidence and clarity. You have been forged through fire, and now you are ready to shine. The final test is not the end of your journey, chosen one. It is the culmination of everything you have endured, everything you have learned, and everything you have become. It is the moment where your faith is proven, where your obedience outweighs your fear, and where your destiny unfolds before you. Everything up until now has prepared you for this moment, and now it is time to step forward and embrace the next chapter of your divine purpose. This is the moment where everything you have faced so far, the pain, the heartache, the waiting, and the enduring, comes to a head. The final test, chosen one, is not about success or failure as the world defines them. It is not about achieving some tangible result or attaining perfection in your own strength. The true nature of this test is deeper, more profound, and far more meaningful than anything that could be measured by the standards of success that others often apply. This test is about your willingness to trust and surrender to God's plan, even when it seems incomprehensible. It is a test of obedience, a test where you are asked to lean not on your own understanding, but on the trust that God's plan for your life, no matter how mysterious it seems, is the perfect path for you. This is not a test of what you can accomplish on your own, but a test of how fully you can surrender to the one who has already mapped out your journey. In the midst of this test, you may not always understand why things are happening the way they are. You may question the timing, the circumstances, and the very path you are on. There may be moments when the road ahead feels uncertain, when your steps feel hesitant, and when doubt creeps in, whispering in your ear that perhaps this is not the way. But this is exactly where your faith is put to the test. Will you choose to trust, even when you cannot see the way forward? Will you choose to obey, even when your mind is filled with questions and your heart is weighed down by confusion? The choice is yours, and it will be the defining moment of your journey. The test before you is not one of worldly success. It is not a competition to see who can overcome the most obstacles or who can achieve the most visible accomplishments. The test you face now is about the depth of your trust in God. It is about learning to surrender to His will, even when it defies your understanding. This is where obedience takes precedence over logic, over feelings, over fears. The test is not asking whether you can handle the challenges ahead with your own strength. It is asking whether you are willing to trust in God's power, in His wisdom, and in His perfect timing. This is not a test that can be solved with human reasoning. It is a test of the heart, a test of faith. When everything within you wants to rush ahead, to take control, to move according to your own plans and desires, this test asks you to pause and wait for God's perfect timing. It is in this waiting, in this space of uncertainty, that your faith is refined. The world will tell you that you must always be moving forward, always achieving, always making progress. But the truth is that there are times in life when you are called to stand still, to be patient, and to trust that God is working even when you cannot see it. This is where faith is truly tested, not in the moments when things are going well, but in the moments when everything feels uncertain and you are unsure of what to do next. Trusting God's plan, even when it feels unclear, is the essence of this test. It is a call to lay down your own understanding, your own desires, and your own timelines, and to trust that God, the creator of the universe, has your life perfectly orchestrated. It may seem counterintuitive. It may not make sense in the moment, but this is where the deepest work is done in your soul. You are not meant to understand everything all at once. Faith requires us to move forward even when we cannot see the whole picture. This test is teaching you to trust God not only when things are visible and clear, but also when they are hidden and uncertain. During this test, you may find yourself overwhelmed by confusion, doubt, and uncertainty. The road ahead may seem foggy, and you may wonder why things are not happening as quickly as you expected. Doors that you thought were open may seem to close, and opportunities that once seemed promising may fade into the distance. In these moments, it is easy to question whether you are on the right path, whether you've missed something, or whether you've made a mistake. But chosen one, this is the very point where faith becomes real. Faith is not just about believing when everything is clear and easy. Faith is about trusting when things are not clear, when the way forward seems obscured, and when the timing seems off. It is in these moments of waiting, of uncertainty, and of silence that your faith is tested. God's timing is not always aligned with your own understanding of time, but it is always perfect. His timing is intentional, and even when you feel like you are in a season of delay, He is working behind the scenes, preparing you for what is to come. Trusting God's timing means embracing the silence when you don't have answers, standing firm when you can't see the outcome, and being patient when you feel as though things are moving too slowly. This is where your faith is required the most. When you feel like giving up, when you question whether anything will change, that's when you must lean into God's promises and trust that He is working all things together for your good. The delay is not a denial, and the silence is not abandonment. It is preparation. It is God positioning you exactly where you need to be in the right moment at the right time. This test is not about your ability to control the outcome. It is about your willingness to surrender to God's perfect timing. When you trust that He is working, even when you don't see it, you allow yourself to be led by His hand. In those moments of stillness, you are being taught patience, trust, and obedience. You are learning to wait on God's timing, to be confident that He knows exactly what you need and when you need it. As you face this test, understand that it is not meant to break you. It is not a punishment. It is a refining fire, chosen one. The trials, the waiting, the confusion, all of it is meant to refine your faith, to purify your heart, and to prepare you for what's next in your divine purpose. Just as gold is refined in the fire, so too are you being refined through this test. It is in the furnace of your struggles that your true strength is revealed. The heat does not destroy you, it strengthens you. The pressure does not break you, it forms you. this test is about revealing the depth of your trust and the purity of your obedience. It is in the moments when everything seems uncertain, when everything within you cries out to act, that you are asked to surrender. You are asked to obey even when the path ahead is unclear. It is in this surrender that God's refining work happens. The parts of you that were once driven by fear, impatience, or doubt are being burned away, and what remains is a heart of obedience, a spirit of faith, and a life that is ready to be used for God's purposes. The refining process is never easy, but it is always worth it. In the fire, you are being prepared for the next level of your calling. You are being strengthened for the journey ahead. The fire will not destroy you, it will purify you. It will remove the impurities and distractions that have held you back, and it will leave you stronger, more focused, and more prepared for what God has for you next. You may not feel ready in the moment, but the refining process is creating a strength in you that will sustain you through the next season of your life. Chosen one, this test is not a setback. It is a setup for something greater. God is refining you, purifying your heart, and preparing you for the divine assignment that awaits. Every step of obedience you take, every moment you surrender, is a step closer to becoming the person you were always meant to be. The final test is not the end of your journey. It is the culmination of everything you have endured, everything you have learned, and everything you have become. And when you emerge from this test, you will be stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your divine purpose than ever before. As you stand in this sacred space on the precipice of what is to come, remember this: the trials and tribulations you have faced, the refining fires you have endured, have all been part of a divine design to prepare you for the next chapter of your journey. The refining process is not a random event. It is a purposeful, intentional work that has been crafted by the very hands of God to shape you into the vessel you are meant to become. Each trial you have faced, each moment of pressure and struggle has been strategically placed to refine your character, your faith, and your spiritual authority. The greater your calling, the greater the refining. Just like gold, which must endure the heat of the fire to be purified and refined, so too must you endure the heat of your trials to emerge as something more precious, more valuable. The fire doesn't destroy gold. It melts away the impurities, leaving behind the purest form of the metal. In the same way, God's refining process is designed to strip away everything that cannot go with you into your next season. Every fear, every doubt, every distraction that has held you back, these are the impurities that the fire will burn away. The heat of your trials is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to reveal the strength, the purity, and the purpose that lie deep within you. When you feel the heat intensify, when you feel as though the weight of your struggles is becoming too much to bear, remember this: the fire is doing its work. It is removing what cannot remain and revealing what is meant for the next level of your purpose. You are being shaped, molded, and prepared for something greater. The process may be painful, but it is necessary. The fire is not a punishment. It is a gift that is refining you for the glory that is about to unfold in your life. The final test, chosen one, is not about your destruction. It is about your elevation. The fire you are walking through is not meant to burn you out or break you down. It is meant to forge you into something stronger, more resilient, and more aligned with God's divine plan for your life. Just as gold is placed in the fire to be refined, you too are being placed in the refining fire to rise to your full potential. You are being tested not to see if you can survive, but to see if you are ready to rise. The trials you face, the heat you endure, are preparing you for the glory that is about to be revealed in your life. This fire is not destructive, though it may feel like it at times. It is necessary for your spiritual growth and development. Without the heat, gold would remain impure, unable to reflect the light in the way it was intended. Similarly, without the trials, you would not be able to reflect God's light in the way that He has designed for you. You are being purified, strengthened, and perfected through this process. The fire is not just testing your endurance, it is building your endurance. It is not just testing your faith, it is strengthening your faith. It is not just revealing your weaknesses, it is preparing you for the strength that is coming. As you go through the final test, trust that the fire will not consume you, it will perfect you. You are not meant to be destroyed, you are meant to be refined. Your character, your faith, your spiritual authority, these are the things that are being perfected in the fire. And when you emerge from this refining process, you will emerge as something greater than you could have ever imagined. The glory that awaits you is not just the reward of surviving the fire, it is the reward of rising from the fire, stronger, purer, and more ready to fulfill your divine purpose. Chosen one, do not be discouraged by the heat of the refining process. Understand that the test you are facing is not the end of your journey. It is the threshold of your breakthrough. This test, this refining fire, is not meant to break you down. It is meant to break through the layers of doubt, fear, and limitation that have been holding you back. It is meant to expose the strength that lies within you and to prepare you for the next phase of your divine calling. The fire you are walking through is the doorway to your breakthrough. Every moment of obedience, every step of faith, and every act of surrender is preparing you for the moment when God reveals the fullness of your purpose. The test is not the end of your journey, it is the final step before the unveiling of your divine calling. This is the moment when your endurance, your faith, and your perseverance will be rewarded. The refining fire is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter, one where you will rise higher than you ever thought possible. You may feel as though you are standing at the edge of a great unknown, unsure of what comes next. But know this, the moment of revealing is near. Your obedience and perseverance are the keys that will unlock the door to your divine purpose. You are not walking this path alone, chosen one. Heaven is with you every step of the way. Every tear, every struggle, every moment of doubt has been preparing you for this moment. The fire that you are enduring is the very fire that will propel you into the next phase of your journey. The endurance you have shown is not in vain. Every trial you have faced has brought you closer to your breakthrough. Every moment of silence, every season of waiting, every battle fought in secret has been part of the divine design to prepare you for the glory that is about to unfold in your life. And now you stand at the threshold of the final test, ready to rise, ready to step into the fullness of your calling, ready to embrace the purpose that God has designed for you. This final test is not about whether you can endure the fire, it is about whether you are ready to rise from the fire. And the truth is, you are ready. You have been prepared for this moment. The fire has refined you, shaped you, and strengthened you. The purpose you have been walking toward is now within reach, and you are more than capable of fulfilling it. The refining fire is not meant to break you. It is meant to reveal the strength, the purpose, and the glory that have been hidden within you all along. So, chosen one, do not fear the fire. Embrace it. Step forward with confidence, knowing that you are not alone. The fire will refine you, but it will not consume you. It will perfect you, and you will rise higher than ever before. The glory that awaits you is not just the reward for surviving the fire, it is the reward for embracing the fire, for allowing it to shape you into the person you were always meant to be. The refining process is not easy, but it is necessary. It is the process that will prepare you for the next level of your divine calling. And when you emerge from this fire, you will emerge stronger, purer, and more aligned with your purpose than ever before. The test is not the end. It is the beginning of something even greater. And you, chosen one, are more than ready to rise to the glory that awaits you. Chosen one, as you approach the final test, take a moment to reflect on the truth of what you are experiencing. This moment, this trial is not a punishment. It is not a sign that you have done something wrong or that you are somehow falling short of your divine calling. No, this final test is something far greater. It is a graduation, a moment of divine elevation, a transition into the next level of your purpose. You are not being tested to see if you will fail, but to see how deeply you will trust, how strongly you will believe, and how fully you will surrender. The test is not about success or failure. It is about proving the strength of your faith. It is a proving ground where the depth of your trust in God's plan will be revealed. Every trial you have endured, every tear you have shed, every moment of doubt you have overcome has been preparing you for this. This test is about obedience, about your willingness to move forward, even when the path ahead is unclear, even when the road feels uncertain. It is in your obedience, your willingness to trust God fully, that you will find the victory. The victory is not in your ability to predict or control what happens next. It is in your willingness to surrender and to trust that God's plan will unfold perfectly in His time and in His way. Remember, chosen one, the process is sacred. Everything you have faced up until this point has been part of your divine preparation. You have been refined, shaped, and strengthened for this very moment. The fire you have walked through was not meant to destroy you. It was meant to refine you, to prepare you for the greater work that lies ahead. And now, as you face this final test, trust that it is not the end of your journey, it is the beginning of something even greater. The victory is not in passing or failing this test. It is in your obedience, your surrender, and your trust in God's perfect plan. As you stand on the brink of this final test, I encourage you to step forward with courage and faith. Even if the path ahead seems unclear, even if the road feels uncertain, know this: you are not walking alone. Heaven goes before you, and the angels walk beside you. You have been called to this moment because you are capable of enduring it. God has already equipped you with everything you need to succeed. The test before you is not meant to break you. It is meant to bring you into the fullness of your purpose. Do not be afraid to step forward even when the way forward seems hidden. The victory is not in knowing every detail of the journey ahead. It is in your willingness to move forward with faith, trusting that God will guide you every step of the way. Your obedience, your courage, and your trust in God's timing will unlock the door to your breakthrough. Even when the way seems unclear, trust that God's hand is guiding you, and He will provide everything you need to walk in His will. You have already proven that you are capable of great endurance. Now, this is your moment to prove that your faith is stronger than any fear, any doubt, or any obstacle that may stand in your way. Step forward, chosen one, knowing that your victory lies not in understanding everything, but in trusting God completely, surrendering fully, and stepping out in obedience. This is the moment where your obedience will make way for God to reveal His glory in your life. The process you have endured has been sacred, chosen one. Every struggle, every tear, every season of waiting has been part of God's divine design to shape you into the person you are meant to become. The fire has refined you, the trials have strengthened you, and the challenges have prepared you. And now, as you stand at the threshold of the final test, know this: you are not who you once were. You are not the same person who entered this season. You are stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your divine calling than ever before. You were chosen for this moment. You were chosen to carry out a divine purpose that only you can fulfill. And through this process of refining and rising, you will emerge as the vessel God has prepared you to be. You are not just enduring these trials for your own benefit. You are being shaped for the greater purpose that lies ahead. Every act of obedience, every step of faith, every moment of surrender will bring you closer to fulfilling your destiny as part of God's divine plan. You will emerge from this process refined, stronger, and more capable of carrying the light that you were born to carry. Your faith has been proven, and now it will shine brighter than ever before. You are ready to step into the fullness of your calling, to embrace the divine purpose that has been written for you since the beginning of time. The world will see your light, chosen one, and they will be drawn to it because you are walking in the fullness of God's plan for your life. So stand firm, chosen one. The final test is not the end. It is the beginning of something new, something greater, something powerful. You are ready. You have been prepared for this moment, and now it's time to rise. The glory that awaits you is not just the reward for surviving the fire. It is the reward for embracing it, for trusting in God's perfect plan, and for walking in obedience when the way forward seemed unclear. The time has come for you to rise, to step into your destiny, and to fulfill the divine purpose that has always been yours. You are ready, chosen one. Step forward with courage, with faith, and with the knowledge that the best is yet to come.